So over here, you want to do something like this: heroku config colon set, and then s3 underscore access underscore key equals, and then put in the access key for your Amazon account. For the, sorry, not the Amazon account, the IAM user that you created, okay? Remember you got the access key and the secret key. So enter in the access key and then hit enter. I already have mine set, so I'm not going to reset it all over again. And then same thing, after you've done that, type in heroku config colon set s3 secret underscore key, and then enter in the secret key. That's the bigger one. Now that is this one right here, S3 secret key, you're setting that. And then once you hit enter, the last thing you want to do is set up S3 bucket equals, I'm sorry, S3 underscore bucket equals, and then enter in the bucket name. Ours was Rails Udemy course. That was the one I set up, but you can, you're going to need to enter in the one that you chose. Now, if you want to remember what it was, you can always either look at your policy by looking at show here. This is a policy you set up, so this would be the name of your bucket. For me, it was Rails Udemy course. Now, where is this coming from? That's coming from your S3 bucket name. So if you go to S3, this one right here, the bucket that we created, okay? All right, let's go back to our app. So once you've entered that in, you have completed all the setup. Now, if you want to just show all your setup items, you can just type in heroku config and then hit enter, and then it will show you a listing of all the setup settings that you have for Heroku. So, all right, at this point, last thing to do is go to your gem file, open up your gem file, and then within it, add in this gem right here at the bottom. It says gem fog. So fog is what we're using for production file handling system, right? So fog and then version number. Enter in this version number. When I tried to do this without the version number, it gave me an error. So do gem, then within quotes fog, comma, and then version number 1.23.0. After that, type in bundle install, okay? And then hit enter. All right. So once that complete, if you get an error, try it again. And once that completes, now you're all set up with image handling in production, and you're done with cloud storage for all files and images from your app, right? So the last thing we want to do is we want to now deploy our app to Heroku. We have, if you remember after section 1, we already deployed our app to Heroku, but we only had a front page, right? The home page. Right now we have authentication, we have image handling in production, and we have a very functional app already where we can create recipes, sign up users, look at users' profiles. So it's about time that we did that. So let's go ahead and do that. So first thing you want to do is you want to do git status. Okay. I don't have any right now because I just made a commit. So I would recommend you do git add, then -a, then hit enter. Okay. And then git commit -m, and then put a message saying handle image upload in production. Okay. And then hit enter again. All right. So that will commit your code. And once your code is committed, you're ready to send it to Heroku. Okay, so how do you push your code to Heroku? If you remember, just make sure, again, if you haven't set up the environment variables for S3, you should, rewind the video a little bit and take care of that. And make sure you're logged in to Heroku. if I type in git push heroku master and hit enter at this point, this is going to push my code in. All right, so let's try that. Okay, now it may take you a minute or so for this to complete. I just did a test push, so it's working for me. Once that is complete, what you have to do right now is you have to set up, you know how you ran all the migrations to set up all the database tables and all the changes to the tables that you made? That has not happened in Heroku. So we need to do that. So to run a migration, see, locally you just type in rake db:migrate, but for Heroku you have to type in Heroku run rake db migrate. Okay? That'll basically create all the tables for you. And then once that's done, if you remember your app name, great, but I don't remember, so I'm just going to type in Heroku apps. Okay, it's my recipes Rails, so I'm going to copy this. I had renamed this in the first section, so if you remember that. myrecipesrails.herokuapp.com, right there. There you go. It's working. Perfect. Now, if I log in, I don't have any users in production right now. So let me go sign up a user. And then I'll register. Your account has been created successfully. Now I don't see anything in recipes because there are no recipes, but since I created an account, I see that there is a chef. This is the account that I just created, right? So this is working. That's great. Let me add a new recipe and upload an image to make sure my image upload in production is working. So name, we'll give it vegetable saute. Great. Okay. Okay, and let me go ahead and choose a file. There it is. All right, let me create the recipe. Okay, perfect. So image upload is working. I see that the image is showing up here. Let me go into the recipe right there. Perfect. The image is showing. The recipe is showing. Let me try voting. Okay, that's working also. Now at this point, I would recommend that you play around with the app in production, because now your production is live, right? You can actually go to this site and access it from anywhere. You can access it from your phone, you can access it from your computer, anywhere. You can give the link to your friends and they can access it, they can create accounts. So at this point, I would recommend you test it out in production, play around with it, create new recipes, add users, and the like. And yeah, that's it. Now you've completed handling image upload in production, and you have a live running app on the web. Congratulations. I will see you in the next lesson.